Hello, my name is Seamus Ryan from Meath VC, which would be an educational provider. And as somebody who'd be involved, not as an IT professional, but in the decision making around using cloud services, could I ask some members of the panel to be specific about the cost savings that are possible with cloud computing? In other words, we hear an awful lot about the benefits, and we can see that, but specifically, what would be the cost benefits around certain areas that the cloud can bring advantage to us in? I think.
So, can I make a suggestion on that? I know, James, from your point of view, you've actually done it, right, from a customer setting. Is there any indicative benefits you might be able to share with the group?
From a broad perspective, you've seen some of the categories on here, but typically there's a cost of the project to implement, and then you've got some of the benefits we talked about there in terms of run. So I can't give you the precise numbers for giving away sort of commercial leverage on Microsoft, but we actually implemented for less than 50% of our signed off business case, and our 3-year total cost of ownership was 46% of what was expected at the time the original business case was done, because of not taking 2 years to deliver, but also getting some of the benefits on the scoreboard obviously a year earlier in the business taking advantage of it. In this case, we're talking about that first implementation was SharePoint BPOS, and the benefits from that type of world come in a range of areas. Typically things that's quite hard to peg a hat on and say, I will save £1 million through productivity by having collaboration. But you can go and find places where you're paying for external hosting of questionnaire sites and analysis, staff surveys, media broadcast and so on. So we just, in the last year, have gone around, found these little pots, and you can build in days on SharePoint something that hits 90% of your requirements, so with no custom code. And in the case of our annual staff survey, that used to cost us $140,000 a year, and we built it in 14 days for less than £8,000, and it's there for good. We have tons of these examples that we willingly share with people. But we're still early on the journey, and we've already got a payback on our original cost, and we're 2 years in.